Radiance souls, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello for the first time. My name is Heather. I'm an intuitive artist, author, animal communicator, energy healer for pets and people, psychic channeler, and medium, and I'm on a mission to empower and embolden others to connect with their divine radiant light and honor the sacred connection with all life. We are moving forward today on the Radiance Masterclass, which is a revisiting or a reconnection with the topics from my book that I wrote in 2020 called Hey Radiant Souls, a guide for finding and shining your light. So what these steps are how do you find you? I hear that. We all hear that so often, and we all experience that so often. I don't feel like myself anymore. Where did I go? Who am I? Where did I come from? Why am I here? All the things. This book has super helpful, useful information that I hope can be an inspiration to you and give you tools to help you connect to you. So I wanted to reconnect to that same material. 4 years after I brought it through the first time, check in with my team of guides who were part of writing the book as well and see what else we can bring forward. Before we get to today's topic, I wanted to quickly answer a question that I've been getting about my background, the art in the background. So these are some of my photographs. This is some of my artwork. Everything except the feather. I didn't sculpt the feather. But if that's anything you're interested in, as a few of you have said you are, I opened a special collection on my art shop. So if you want to bring any of those pieces home, canvas, fine art, print, metal, check that out. I'll put a link in the box below. So anyway, today's topic is rise up and shine. That's step 11, but I would love to go back and just recap where we've come from because it's a lot of steps and we've been dragging this out for a number of weeks to get here. So if you are new to this is the first one you're watching, you can also find the playlist on my channel and I'll put a link to that in the description box too. Step number 1 was tune out to tune in. We want to tune out other people's opinions of us, the boxes we get put in, the boxes we put ourselves in, the limiting beliefs that we have, and then tune in to that search party for finding ourselves. Where am I? I'm tuning in just on me. I'm zoning in just on what I love, who I am in the world. Step number 2 is love what you lack, rather than seeing, I'm not there yet, or I don't have what I want yet. See that as the opportunity to tweak your alignment, your attunement, to do the work, the glorious work of creating. Step number 3, embrace your pace. Stop looking at everybody around you. She's already there. She's already got that. He already has what I want. It's your pace. Everybody is different. We all get to wherever we're going in just the right and appropriate time. Step number 4 is choose your view. And we talked about how perspective is key in that, and that's your choice. That is your choice. How you view something, what glasses you use to look at yourself, to look at the world, to look at others, that's up to you. Living your luck was step number 5. Acting as if the good stuff already happened and being in that frequency, inhabiting that energy. The next step is bet on yourself and don't look back. Doubling down on you, because as soon as you start this journey, or when you get to this point in your journey, typically you start to see things that test you, that come in and say, I don't know, are you really ready for this? Are you sure? Or frequently some of the lessons that we thought we learned, they come back around like a little reprise, like a little, hey, by the way, are you sure you learned this? Would you like to learn it in a new way? So betting on yourself and not looking back, just keeping your focus and going forward. The next step is the odds may be stacked against you. It's kind of like you get through that first reoccurrence of some of those things coming back, and then they magnetize often. People witness this very frequently, like, why does it feel like everything's amplified around me? But just knowing that that is that next gear for you to step into, it may look like everything is stacked against you. That's actually a sign that you are just about to crest over that hill and reach that beautiful point that you're looking for. Expect s'more is watching the stories that we tell ourselves once we get to this point and really fine-tuning kind of the scary stuff that we tell ourselves, making sure we're not really heeding all of that in a way that deters us from our progress. Weed or wish is another way to say, the challenges that come in front of us, let's up-level them, let's upcycle them and see them as wishes. So if you think of the dandelion, some people see it as a weed, some people see it as the wish, where you blow the little dandelion fluff into the breeze and off goes your wish. So next was fill your own cup, making sure that you are prioritizing your self-care and in whatever way that looks for you, not necessarily bubble baths and champagne and things like that, but taking care of you first as a means to have the capacity to do more and be more. So now we're up to rise up and shine. And I want to share the channel message that came through when I wrote the book. Hey, Radiant Soul, rise up from the depth of your roots and stand tall in this world. Disconnect from that which distracts you, that which numbs you, that which seeks to limit you. Even when those distractions, numbness, and limits come from your own mind. You may not feel of this time and place. You are not. You are of all time and all place. Timelessness made manifest in this one precious moment. Called to add your unique colors to the radiant living art we all share. You are rooted in divinity. Connected to galaxies of light and truth, starlight flows through your veins. So rise up and shine, dear one, rooted in the fullness of your being, blossoming for all of us to see. So what I love about this, and the original art concept that came through it didn't really pan out in the way that I was doing it, but it was rise rooted. And it's this perspective of having this solid awareness of who you are and this presence and this gravity and this groundedness. And whether you identify as a starseed or you identify as human only and not connected to the galactics. I know there was a little bit about starlight in your veins. It's a little metaphorical in the way they're saying it, or literal, depending on how you want to take it. But just knowing that you have that beautiful connection to all. So when you're looking for higher frequencies, higher experiences, a higher evolution of you, not to just live in this space of like, I'm going for the big stuff, woo, but to stay rooted with it as well. And that then gives you the stability and allows you to have your balance and keep your center. Yeah. I was debating whether I read some more from the chapter, but I think we will have story time with Heather another day. Let's check in with the guides before I knock my microphone out and see what they have to say about this. And I'll be back at the end to wrap it up. Enjoy. Hello, bright and beautiful beings. The concept of rising rooted. We will take that in a different way than the channeler was speaking about earlier and then what we initially provided in the text of the book. For we want you to consider those roots as the beautiful connections of your soul and the many, many, many lifetimes that you lead in addition to this one. And we say lead in the present tense. You may consider them past lives. But if you think of all of the lifetimes that you as a soul are choosing to experience as stacked up vertically, weaving in and out of one another as you may picture your strands of DNA, that same pattern of weaving. Imagine those are lifetimes coming in and out, and the codes of all those lifetimes connected and braided together in this strong, beautiful root that flows within you. You have the ability to access the knowledge that you gained in other experiences, the things you witnessed in other lifetimes. And you can reverse that and feed your current experiences back to those other lifetimes. So knowing that in this particular lifetime, and we do not mean for this to sound like it is pressure for you, but in this particular lifetime, this is not all you are. This is not all you are impacting. You have this beautiful connection woven across all of time. all of existence, do you see yourself in that unlimited way? And how does that inform what you bring to this current lifetime? When you turn on the light and look in the mirror first thing in the morning, who do you witness? Do you witness, oh, I am this person on this specific day of the calendar at this specific time? Or do you look through your eyes into the beautiful depth that is your soul? If you do that, see if you also do not then feel this rising within you of, I've got this. I may not understand how, I may not know the mechanics of it, but I feel empowered. I feel connected to more than just this moment. I feel the depth and the weight and the gravity and the stability of all I have been before and all I am currently and all I will be in the future. And I am here to rise up and shine. We hope you found this helpful. Be blessed, dear ones. So I'm going to share a little secret. I'm going to be a little vulnerable in this. And maybe it was in the book. I don't even remember. I don't think so. But there was a period of time. I don't even know what, I'm going to say what century of my life it was. Wow, what decade. But there was a period of time where other than the mirror that I needed to like brush my teeth and make sure I looked somewhat presentable, I took all mirrors out of my house because I didn't want to see who I was. Absolutely did have zero interest about that. And it wasn't from this lofty, like, I'm a soul, I'm so much more than this. It's that I couldn't stand who I was looking at, honestly. I was in a very, very dark place. So in the message that I just brought through, when they say, when you turn on the light and you look in the mirror, who do you see? In those moments, I was really just seeing not just who I am in this lifetime, but who I was essentially pretending to be, the box I was putting myself in or allowing myself to be put in, the labels I was being given, the things that weren't mine. And so when I looked out from these eyeballs onto that, I was like, ew, that's not me. No. So I didn't want to look at it. Now, the smarter thing would have been to change it rather than just be like, la, 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 I'm not looking. But hey, we all come to that in our own time. So looking through you at such a deeper level can be soothing. It can be motivating. And I like to think of, or it can be helpful sometimes to think, I'm not just acting for the me right now, I'm acting for all the other me's that have been here. And whether you see that just within this lifetime, that can be an aspect of this too, saying, as I do that often, if, 7-year-old Heather could see what this version of me is doing now, she would have been so excited and just been overjoyed about it. So I connect to her very, very often because I feel like in that way, I'm blending that together and rooting into that tapestry. So whether you're doing that within the timeline of the current lifetime or considering it past lives as well, future lives, concurrent lives, parallel lives, however you want to define it, seeing you as like the current CEO on behalf of all these other aspects of you can be really empowering. So that's what wanted to come through today. I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.